Alright, hello, welcome back to Resident Evil 4 Remake. We are on part 13. So, entered the castle, dealt with the catapult section, the ambush, shot the blue medallions on the outside. Make sure you do that now because this place will become inaccessible a little bit later on. A couple of jewels that we can't get to right now. Went ahead and explored the dungeon. So, and got into a fight with one of the clawmen. I forgot their name, so I have to look back on the concept art and stuff like that to see what they were actually called. I think they're called matadors, but yeah, showed a very good technique in how to deal with those guys, so we're not wasting a shit ton of ammo for no reason. And then got the dungeon key, and now we just need to use the key to go through the door and figure out what needs to get done from here.
You okay?
I'm fine. Well, for now. Wow. Look at all of this.
So this is a nice little puzzle section here. This is a def and change up as well. They didn't have stuff like this in the original game. So the gimmick here is to light up all the gongs of the same matching pieces here, and you're on a little bit of a time limit there to get it
I
done.
bet you could ring those gongs by shooting them.
Yeah, she'll even give you the hint to the puzzle too. So I just want to see if it wears out. I'm not really sure it does. This stuff changes too when you're playing on professional and hardcore mode. So if you're playing on hardcore and you're following this, then your puzzle situation is going to be a little bit different than mine. Then we need to find Snake and Bird. So Snake and Bird. And it's going to be important to know how to do this because in later sections of the game, especially in the castle, this is going to play out a lot. And it kind of sucks.
What's that used for?
Well, it's just a replica. Only a couple of uses for it.
Bloodstained sword. It has been dulled for display and cannot be used as a weapon. So obviously fake blood. Okay, and then somewhere in here.
Won't budge.
Did I already-
This artwork. Doesn't it look like it's telling some kind of story?
I thought there was a little notebook or something that kind of helped you out with this, but no, you're just supposed to put it all together. So just grab all the swords that you can So it's not really that entirely different. They just added like two different swords because there was a section where you kind of had to like run through some buildings or whatever, and you saw a golden sword and a regular iron silver sword, and you had to like kind of mix match the two and put them in the correct order to open up a secret door in the old game. But this time they like did this whole little story deal here. So pretty much, I think how it goes is so the knight has his regular sword. Then he is knighted by the king with the golden sword. And then as he strikes his enemies down, obviously that's going to be your bloody sword. And then when the warrior dies and has been buried with his sword, it obviously rusts over.
Guess you were right.
So not an overly tough puzzle, right? Just kind of have to make sense of it. I thought there was a notebook that kind of told you something about that, but I guess there wasn't. I knew one of these was a trick box. It's like you thought you were done with snakes, now they're coming back. Okay, then get you a gold bangle. Gold bangle with beautiful animal decoration wrapped around it. That's actually pretty dope. I'm pretty sure on Etsy somebody's made like all of the jewelry, and it is probably really cool.
Hang on. This is the same room as before, isn't it? Guess we just circled around.
You want to make sure you kick the shortcut down before progressing, otherwise you're going to have a stupid time with this. And then we have some gongs to ring again. We got to find the snake. So, for all the purists, here you go.
Don't even think about trying this yourself.
Me? As if. Don't leave me. Leon, are you kidding me? Jumping across chandeliers, seriously, who does that?
What are you, my mother?
Where are you going?
Like I said, purist, that's for you. That's what they were holding that off for us. So in the old church where you first pick up Ashley, there was a chandelier that you could kind of glide across in order to get to the opposite side, so you can do the stained glass puzzle. They took it out of the church because they transformed it into like a little projector thing at the bottom, which I think sucked. But they ended up keeping the whole chandelier swinging event for the castle, which was always a part of the castle anyway. So it was nice to see that they actually still maintained it. Just Leon being a superhero, you know. Golden hourglass, another 10,000. So another set of good items here. Okay, so then all we got left is a lockbox or a square box and a locked drawer. So nothing we can do right now with all that stuff. Hopefully you kick down the shortcut before coming down here, otherwise it's going to be a long trek back again.
Why not treat yourself?
And we want to save that progress because doing those puzzles is irritating enough if you have to do it again for the second time. Then the upcoming section can be a bit of a tough one. Actually, come on. See, the one thing I really don't like about the remakes, though, is that in the original, there used to be, like, jewels that would hang up on the walls, and they were kind of, like, secretive, so unless you were, like, actively scanning for them, you could miss a couple treasures by doing that. So then all it would do is that you would have to just aim at the treasures and shoot them down, and that would be basically how you get spinels and other various jewels and stuff like that. So they were just a nice little secret if, you know, for the attentive and if you're paying attention to the environment and stuff like that. But unfortunately, they did away with it. So not a big fan of that, but it is what it is.
Salutations, Mr. Kennedy. Are you ready to hand over the girl?
Not this guy again.
I'm taking the liberty of preparing some entertainments for you. Without further ado, the gallant knight protects the princess fair.
Ugh.
Got a little bit of a save room here. Parasites and their Ecology Volume 2. There are some parasites that have the ability to control their host. This is basic knowledge among most biologists, but not much is known to how the parasites do it. The following is a list of several such parasites. Dicroelium. Once the larvae of this parasite migrate to the ant's esophagus, they alter the behavior of the ant. When the temperature drops in the evening during peak grazing hours, the infected ant climbs to the top of the plant and clamps onto a leaf, using its mandible with the intention of being eaten. Let's see, Galactosomum. Galactosomum. The larvae of this parasite make their home inside the brain of a fish, such as a yellowtail and the parrot bass. Once infected, the fish makes its way up to the water surface, where it will swim until eaten by seabirds. And then we got Leucoc lodorium. This parasite's sporocyst develop in the snail's eye stalks, where they pulsate like worms. They alter the snail's behavior and force it to move to the top of the plant to make it more visible to birds. Once eaten by a bird, the parasite will complete its metamorphosis into an adult. Okay. So whoever wrote that, you're an asshole. Just gonna let you know right now, because you know damn well that not all of us are fucking scientists. So thanks for the embarrassment. But really good note. I mean, they're really trying to make this like scientific and stuff like that, you know, as to like why they're doing this kind of shit. And I can definitely appreciate that. I just wish I was smarter and knew how to read those types of things. Okay. And we definitely want to shoot this guy down. So you can see the extended map, or the extended treasure map stuff isn't really like super glorious or anything, it's just extra stuff. Okay, so this section, this is going to be Waterhall. Waterhall in the original was a very tough room as well, and equally double down in this one. Except Waterhall has become Black Goo Hall. And if we take a look, we kind of see dudes already chilling out, waiting for us. I wouldn't worry about a sniper rifle right now, because we're going to be in more close encounters than anything. But you do want to be wary of the crossbolts.
Leon, they're here.
Ah, the entertainment.
Okay. So they took great care in making sure that we couldn't get out this time. Oh, well, we can. Never mind. Shit. Come on.
One down.
Oh, this is great. Come on, Ashley. I don't know why she does this shit. She gets on my nerves.
Ashley, hang in there.
What the hell?
Give me a break already. Ashley! You hurt?
No, I'm okay.
Shit! Next.
Ashley, please, man.
Thanks.
Anytime.
She is just so difficult to deal with.
Sorry, must have slipped.
Okay. I'm not going to say that was really the best, because I thought that they had locked the door in this one for some reason, because they knew back then we would make a habit of re-entering the door once we killed enemies, and that was kind of a way to deal with Waterhall in an easier way. So I suppose they did not lock the door behind us, which would have been smarter for them, but I'll take it.
You alright?
Yeah, no big deal.
This room is really, really dangerous in the hardcore and professional modes. So they really intended you to play the hardcore, because that's why they were kind of goading us to be like, hey, this is for people who played the 2005 version, so why don't you play this one instead? But yeah. So what really failed there was the fact that they just kind of broke through the door. I wasn't really ready for all that to happen, and then they kind of jumped on us very fast. So that was not intended, to be honest. So down here, it might be worth to it might be worth to have the sniper rifle for this section, because what's going to end up happening is these dudes are going to pop their heads, and they're all going to become those giant Flogga men. But we'll just go ahead and just take pop shots. Just kind of round them all up. And this is what pretty makes Water Hall a little bit more difficult than the original game. So if they all run to the back, then it's, yeah. So this is going to be a funny room to take down now. Okay, no biggie then, I guess. Because the last time I entered this room, I actually had the sniper with me, so I was kind of sniping them. But as you can tell, there's no real way to do that here. And we can barely see him. Come on, Ashley, for the love of fuck, please.
Duck!
Are you okay?
Yeah.
I mean, they were the ploggy things are kind of forgiving in a way because Ashley should have got chopped right there, to be honest. And I got actually pretty lucky because usually there's like 3 or 4 of them that pop down here, but only 2 of them decided to come out at the same time too, which was really nice.
This should do the trick.
Yep. A round handle represent ring of light, the halo wheel. I fucking knew you were coming too. That's the worst part of it.
Watch out!
Twisty son of a bitch.
Whiskey, shame of a geek.
Leon, watch out!
They keep coming.
Come on, Ash, please, man. Oh, shit.
Está pasando. Imposible.
Awesome.
We're not out of the woods yet.
I got some hidden pesetas back behind us. Oh, yeah. 800, that's a pretty good run back for it. Yeah, we want to take Waterhall kind of slow. You don't want to just like sprint through this shit. They did change Waterhall a lot too, because this whole angel wheel shit, that wasn't a part of the game. There was like, you run down the stairs and then there'd be a little room. They would jump through a hole and then you had to defend them, fend off against them while you were down there. Then this part could be a little wild. And then you get really up close and personal to the crossbow people if you just come up here. There actually used to be a kill spray around here too, which kind of sucks that it's not in this game. Boom, 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 boom. So I'll stock up, get ready for good old combat. So this section of the game was definitely much part of it. Way back when. We'll actually make some ammo. Pretty low on rifle. But it takes so many gunpowder. Ah, we got bonus rounds too, so that was nice. We got 10 rounds out of that. Really good.
Hidden platform?
A little over the top, don't you think? Over here.
Okay.
Alright, so depending on the aim, this could be a difficult section.
Okay?
Yeah, I got this.
So you can see we got Dude's running after her.
Don't stop.
You want to make sure you're covering yourself as well.
Next. Be careful.
Fucker. I took my eyes off for a minute and that happened.
Hang on. I've got you.
Damn, this is actually pretty fucking crazy.
Next.
Okay. Yo, what the hell was that? That was crazy. Oh my god, man. They don't stop.
Okay, get back here.
Come
Come
on.
on.
Hang on.
Hurry up.
Okay.
Ashley, are you all right?
Yeah, thanks.
So yeah, no need to like truly stress out over that part. I forgot how quickly they can run up on you though, so that's why that guy kind of got the whip on me. But thankfully we kept all our chicken eggs, so that kind of helps out a little bit. Then if you want to reload that room real quick so you could throw a flashbang and kill all the crows, then you know go ahead and do so. I don't really think it's worth it at this point to probably kill them anymore.
This way.
Okay.
Hey, you sure you're good?
Yeah.
And cutscene.
Looks like the right place. You okay?
I think so. Instead of worrying about her, worry about your own skin. Foolish little lamb. Temperance, child.
Ashley.
Wait!
0.1 second.
Shit.
Okay, so zero deaths. That's nice. 90% accuracy. Hurrah! So we're getting better now, right? The castle itself is really changed from the original. I think it's one of the most changed places of the remake compared to the original. And there's a lot of stuff that changed with it too. I mean, talking about cutscenes and stuff, like there was never a point where Ashley kind of like turned on Leon like that and was being controlled by Sadler. So it just showed the influence of the Plaga and how it's being controlled and stuff like that, and that they really don't have control over their own bodies, but they're just buying themselves time. In the original game, there was a section where you did lose Ashley because she got captured. And it was a little bit more cornier because she like planted herself against the wall because it was the same thing. She freaked out over the blood and freaked out over being sick or whatever, and then she like told Leon to get away from her and she ran away. And then she kind of like got herself fitted into a trap and got locked, and then a hidden door kind of twisted her around, and that was it. This part though, she does like that whole sequence, and it was pretty intense. And now she just is locked away from us yet again, and now we are both separated from each other. So I think the most important thing to take away from all this stuff, though, is the change of Salazar's character. Like, he looks completely different from his original appearance, and if I could actually show what the Salazar dolls look like as you were supposed to shoot them through the game, then you would definitely be able to tell like what old version looked like compared to new. And I think the new version, even though it probably didn't catch on with a lot of people, is more like lore accurate as far as historical references are concerned, because, you know, like, he's a Castilian, so, you know, in countries like that, like French or whatever, they had like those giant powdered wigs that they would wear in order to show, like, you know, their royalty and stuff like that. So Salazar in the old game, he was just a little kid. He had like the knee-high socks or whatever, and he had like a little captain hat or something like that. And then in this version, you know, they give him the pompous wig and all that. So his character design is definitely changed over from the original, and he's not quite like a whiny brat. You know, he is much older than he looks, But in the original game, they made him look like a whiny little brat of a kid. So it was very nice touch to see them taking that character more seriously, and he actually looks more like a Castilian and someone who is in charge of a castle than just a little brat running around. Okay, so we'll go ahead and just let these scenes play out, and then find a save, and then continue on next time.
Roos, come in. Things went to shit. We took refuge inside a castle, but I've just been separated from Baby Eagle.
Thank you.
Roos, you're breaking up. Do you read me?
There one? And Chopper.
Damn it. So much for that.
Okie dokie. Okay, so a little bit where Ashley kind of turned on us there. So we are reintroduced to the hedge maze. Keep in mind this bird nest right here. If you actually shoot this down right now, you'll do a quest that's meant for much later in the game. So I'm glad that they kind of left things like this. So you can shoot it down and grab whatever. I mean, if you do it now, you do it now. But it's actually a quest that's associated with the merchant later on. So we're just showing it the right way. I only know it's there because played it before. This room can be really nice because we get free fish. And fish is kind of what we need right now to repair that terrible HP, right? So first things first, though. Let's go see what the merchant's up to.
Having a rough day, stranger.
Boy, ain't we.
Welcome. I got something
Alright.
new for you.
So, new items. We have a second set of large resources if you need them, and body armor. So, with body armor, it will give Leon a little bit more, health before he actually starts taking real damage. So, body armor that protects the wearer completely from shots and explosions, and reduces damage from close quarter attacks. Its durability can be restored by the merchant. So yet another thing to keep up with as far as durability is concerned. So the more you don't get hit, the longer you last, the more or less money you spend on repairing your body armor and your kit, which is really nice. And now that I remember, I had a charm that actually reduced the cost of how much it costed you to repair your armor. I think it was associated with Ada or something, so that was pretty cool too. This
Not
will
see
become...
anything you like, stranger.
It will go for sale on chapter 10. So we are going to actually hold off on this because we don't want to spend that if it's going to be on a sale. We just have to make sure that we don't get hit as much, right? Which hasn't been going so well lately. And then... gotta repair our knife.
Crossing your T's, dotting your I's. That's the way to be.
Dungeon key, the bangle, and the hourglass.
I'll buy a deal well struck. Don't get yourself killed now. Welcome. Got a
He has new stuff for trade. Now we get the Matilda. Handgun capable of shooting 3-round bursts when the stock is attached. So we don't have the stock just yet. But if you want another handgun, then here you go. That is another weapon for him. That is his Resident Evil 2, very first gun he's ever used.
Well then, what can I do you for?
Really nothing,
You're
homie.
valuable next time then.
Let's see here. Do some customizations. So we want to put the black bass on right now because we're about to eat some fish. Like I said, you could shoot that bird nest down right now and complete this quest, but we'll actually have to do a run back for it because that's how you would do it in the right way. And then having that charm on absolutely rocks. Now you just collect the fish. So very, very hidden rhinoceros beetle right here. You want to collect that, obviously. And remember that rhinoceros beetles are only available once per zone. So the castle has been found, the village has been found, and then our final area of the game, we will have to find that much later. You can use the beetle to upgrade your health, or you can just sell it, which selling it is a much better option. How big are we talking here? Okay. Let's see. Might have to put something away then, just for it. There actually used to be like a little jewel or something attached to this too, in the old game. Though I don't really remember there being like fish. There might have been. I think there was actually fish now that I think about it. So yeah, just a nice little touch there. Kind of refill your HP after a very tough section of a bunch of deadly enemies that we've come across so far. And then, like I said, don't worry about buying the body armor now unless you want it, because it does go on sale pretty soon. Now we want to put the rhinoceros beetle on so that we can get some resale value out of our health items.
Welcome. Ooh.
And as nice as it would be to hold on to those fish because it's a way to heal, you do want inventory space for other stuff. So
That's our choice to make.
it's better just because they take up so much space as it is, so you just want to get rid of these things.
Thank you.
No problemo. Okay. Then I'd probably go for like a little bit of upgrades here.
Nice. Choose a weapon, stranger.
Let's go with...
See.
Honest, I'm not really struggling with much of this stuff anyway. Okay.
Will that be all then? Come back anytime.
All right, next part, I will have this all fixed up yet again so that it looks a little bit more cleaner than it is right now. And then we need to pull out our stock before I forget to do this. And there we go. All right, so like I said, Castle, there will be some points of no return at some point, but obviously while there's still treasure to be had off to the sides here, you can still traverse this area. There's really going to be nothing to backlog over this way, so don't worry about this. Just shoot the medallions. That's all you can really do now. But as far as exploration is concerned, everything's done. Waterhall was okay. I'm not going to say that was the best I've ever done Waterhall, but it's mostly because the crossbow dudes are just so accurate, and they were shooting me in the back pretty nicely. Ashley got grabbed a few times, but that's okay. And then the one dude that snuck up on me because I just did not realize how fast they were caused me to use a healing item, which, whatever. We got plenty of them as it is. You do at least want to keep one egg with you, at least one regular egg or a brown egg, because there's a mission that's associated here in the castle that we need an egg to do something with. And then just kind of mix and match the ammo as you need. If you need to clear up more space, you got plenty of stuff to use. And I think that's it. Yep. So I'm happy with all of it for now. I'm not really thrilled with how I did Waterhall, but it is what it is. It's a difficult section to begin with. But no deaths, so. Okay, in the next part, we will